Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Thursday, August 2nd, 2012. What a day it is. There's a lot to cover. Let's jump right into the charts here. We'll start off with the usual S&P 500 E-mini futures. You'll see that the futures are trading higher by 6.5 points to 1377 per contract. Decent little pop in the futures. The futures move is basically coming as everyone is expecting Mario Draghi to release his bailout plans for the European Union. So, again, those comments are expected in about 15-20 minutes. We'll see exactly what happens. So far today, it looks like the European Central Bank kept their key interest rate unchanged at 0.75%. And it looks like his comments are going to be coming very, very soon on how he's going to save the Eurozone. So everyone is waiting for that. We could see a move in either direction, up or down, depending on the details that he releases. Again, it's 8:20 right now in the morning. We're expecting that by around 8:35, 8:40. There should be a press conference beginning where we're going to hear Mario Draghi make his comments. Also earlier, important to note that the ECB kept rates unchanged as well at 0.5%. And they also held their asset purchase program, I think, at 375 billion pounds. So once again, Bank of England kept their interest rate unchanged, kept their quantitative easing program the same. Either way, the markets are holding up pretty well, and we'll see how they react. You're starting to see the futures uptick a little bit more. Take a look at the U.S. dollar index, which is getting beaten up this morning pretty well. Dollar's starting to fall a little bit more. Dollar goes down, market goes up, and we'll see how that all plays out. Again, right now, this could all change quickly on those Draghi comments, so you have to see what he's going to say in a little while and see how the market reacts to those comments. But he is supposed to at least release some plan where the markets, the European Union is going to get bailed out and how it's going to happen. So we'll see how the markets react. That's all you can really do. And right now, futures are up about 8 points at the moment, starting to creep a little bit higher, and the dollar is creeping a little bit lower. Let's take a look at gold and oil this morning. Gold right now is trading up $4. That just caught a little bit of a bid. So that's at $1,611 an ounce. Take a look at the GLD, good gold proxy. You're seeing that creep up a little bit right around the 156 level at the moment, or just a hairline below it. So again, a little bit of upticking here. GLD yesterday closed at 155.14, so we're up a little bit this morning. Spot crude also is trading higher by 39 cents to $89.30 a barrel. Let's take a look at the USO this morning. You'll see the USO is trading up at 33.35. It closed yesterday at 33.17. Not a big deal there. So we're waiting for these comments. I don't think they're released yet. This conference from Mario Draghi, the ECB Fed president, should be coming out, I believe, in about 15 minutes or so. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens there. Yesterday, by the way, the Federal Reserve did not implement any new QE3. The markets held up, and they fast-forwarded into today's big conference in the European Central Bank. So, again, all the buck has been passed to Mario Draghi. We'll see what happens here. And again, tomorrow you have the big government job report, non-farm payroll report at 8:30. All right, let's take a look at a few other things out here. Let's first talk about some stocks in the news. We're going to take a look at GMCR, Green Mountain Coffee Roasters. Stock is catching a nice bid. I think it's a dead cat bounce. Be careful with this one. It's trading up initially early. Has a ton of resistance at 22.43. It's a tough short because you just don't know how many short traders are in this stock. I suspect there is a boatload. So again, it's a tough play. I would have a tendency to just leave this one alone, but it's having a decent little pop after earnings. Another stock in the same category is First Solar. I don't know the news here. I believe it's earnings though. First Solar catching a nice bid, trading up at $17.61. Stock closed at $14.18. Again, it could be a solid move today for First Solar. I just think it's more of a dead cat bounce than anything else. And when you're playing with these stocks that have been beaten down here so long and are so low on the charts, it's a very, very difficult trade. So I would just leave them alone. But nice little pop for First Solar there after earnings. Here's a stock, though, that is not having a nice pop, and its ticker symbol is HALO, Halozyme Therapeutics. The stock has been clipped. Closed yesterday at 8.56. It is getting sold off to $3.88. I got to say that this is a pretty ugly move. It looks like there will be a little bit of support around $2.60, maybe 2.50 in that general vicinity. But I don't think there's really any interest to own this thing. It's just a disaster of a sell-off here, and ultimately looks like it could go lower. Let's take a look at Abercrombie and Fitch, ticker symbol ANF. This stock is now trading up off the lows a little bit to 29.50, but nonetheless, good little sell-off. Closed at 34.02. So any way you slice it or dice it, it's getting clipped. Right now, the stock looks like it's trying to hold the double bottom from the 25th of June. Ultimately, I think it could go lower. If the market goes lower, this could push the stock down. There's really not a lot you want to do with this stock till it gets to around 24 bucks. There'll be a little bit of support there. After that, I honestly think that it might even be 23, to tell you the truth. Then you'll have a little bit more support around 17, and then all the way to a big double bottom from 2008 at 13.66. So those are your levels on Abercrombie and Fitch. Not a pretty move whatsoever, but it is rebounding a little bit or trying to hold that double bottom, but it's just not good action. You got to be careful there. Let's take a look at Weight Watchers. This stock definitely shed some pounds today. Weight Watchers closed at $48.79. Today it's trading at $43.25. What I'm looking at for Weight Watchers right now is a little bit of support around the 43.50, possibly 42.80 area. Hard to pinpoint the exact level. I'll go at 43.50 first, which is a little bit. Stock is trading a little bit lower than that now. There's going to be a little bit more support around 42.80, but I don't know how great that's going to be. Then the next big level for Weight Watchers, believe it or not, is around the $34 level. So this stock could be on the treadmill for quite a while to the downside. Be a little bit careful here. Weight Watchers definitely having a big sell-off, and it's coming from a nice daily chart bearish pattern. So Weight Watchers under pressure, no doubt about it today. Let's take a look at LinkedIn. LNKD is the ticker symbol. Stock is kind of holding steady. Closed at 95.62. It's really been all over the map this morning. It's trading at 97.21. Still looks to be a fair amount of support around the 93.80 level, and then all the way down to around $89 and possibly a little bit more support around 88 bucks. So there's some short-term support levels there. Let me just give you the bigger levels after 88. It's going to be $80.75. I like that level there. Pretty good support. And then all the way down to around $76.50. So just keep it on watch. See if it happens. Those are some decent support levels that could give you intraday bounces. Let's take a look at this ticker symbol NAV. This stock has been all over the map as of late too. Navistar International closed yesterday at $24.77. Trading down to 20 bucks today. Stock has support around $19. After 19 though, the stock will have support at $15.38. So again, be careful with this one. Support at 19. It's off the lows a little bit, getting a nice little rebound. So maybe it holds up. But support at 19, and then it's going to be all the way down to $15.38. Be careful with this one. This is a strong gap down. If it starts to move lower, it could take out levels, and you got to be careful. Okay, support levels could be broken. Let's take a look at BMC. Here's BMC software. This stock basically closed yesterday at $37.51. It traded down a little bit. Now it's trading at $37.51 again. So it's holding steady. I think there's a fair amount of support around 37. So we'll see if this thing can hold up. Right now, I think there's a lot of support here, and it has a chance to. So we'll have to see how these markets react in a few minutes. All right, it's 8:30 in the morning, and initial weekly jobless claims were just released. I don't even know what the number is, but who cares? All we care about is the reaction in the market. And right now, you see the S&P 500 E-mini futures still holding pretty steady, up about 7 points at the moment. So, again, um, I'm not really sure what we can make out of the weekly jobless claim number. It looks like it might have rose 8,000 to 365,000. But all we care about is the market's reaction. And I think the market's waiting for the Mario Draghi comments to come out in a little while. So we'll see how that plays out and shakes out in a little bit. Once again, it is a market moving event, and you want to stay tuned to that. These markets could turn quickly or they could turn higher quickly. Anything is possible. Let's be a little bit careful there. Oh, there is one more stock I'm seeing, Gilead Sciences, ticker symbol GILD. Stock is catching a big bid to the upside. I wouldn't do anything with it. It's overbought. Leave it alone. It could be even a fade candidate, but I just don't have a great area for it. I think this might be. This is a new high for the stock, so I don't have a great level for shorting it. But I would not be a buyer here. It's overbought. It may go up to the 60 area, I guess, but it's a tough level to pick. But do not buy Gilead up here. It is just too overdone. Okay, so with that, the dollar is falling. Markets are starting to move higher. We'll see how this all plays out. But, the dollar goes down, and you could take a look at it here. That's all it takes. Dollar lower, market higher. Right now, the dollar is lower by 68 cents, which is a huge move, and you want to watch that closely. With that said, everybody, have a great trading day. Watch the Draghi comments, see how it moves the markets, and we'll see what we have for tomorrow. Take care, everybody. See you on the charts.